Hi, my reading list right after this. Hi guys, Eric Salmon of ericsalmon.com here, and I just want to share with you some of the things that I read on a daily basis. Well, not always on a daily basis, but some things that I read and use in my business and my life, and as I do things in my business. So, anyway, here you go. I thought I'd just share it with you and see what you think. Okay. First off, I'm a geek, so that's one of the books that I reference a lot. I deal with a lot of business credit and finance, and so some of the things I keep up on are just even personal credit, so I have those kinds of books. My wife and I are Christian, and so we like to get inspiration and be in God's Word, so here's a book. It says, God is in the small stuff. Don't know if you can see that. Here, maybe get down a little more. God is in the small stuff by Bruce and Stan. Authors are Bruce and Stan's Guide to God. Okay. Here's a course that I took, and I reference this book a lot as I'm home with the kids. It's called Nurturing Father's Journal. Developing the attitudes and skills for male nurture. So, self-explanatory. Another book on your child's emotion and behavioral development. And again, I just reference this stuff. I'm not like hardcore. Kids got to be this certain way. Just I'm trying to understand things that they're going through and how to respond to them in a way that is, healthy, I guess. Try not to mess them up too much. Financial Counseling in Practice. This is a book that I reference a lot in my consulting business and in my coaching business. It's really good for helping me keep on track and guide people through their financial issues in their business and their life. Okay, The Richest Man in Babylon. These are, I'm sure a few of you out there have read this, and if you haven't read this, really good book. Okay, here's one now. I know it says the management for business or life management for busy women. I get a little irritated sometimes when I see stuff that are just specifically for women, as if men don't need life management either. And of course there's a place and time for things like this, but I don't know. This is one of my wife's books, but I decided to go through it and read it too. Thought it might give me some insights. Making Your Dreams Come True by Monica Weeder. Good book if you want to pick up something and help coach you through some stuff. The SBA loan book. This is my attempt to stay on top of what's going on with the Small Business Administration. This is something that a lot of entrepreneurs really should be doing as far as business loans and going through SBA. There's better ways of financing your business, but if I have a client that's needing to go through this process or is going through the process, it helps me keep on top of that kind of stuff. Okay, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by, you can see it, John C. Maxwell. And this is not a signed one. I've actually been to a few of his events and I've signed some books. Actually, Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover. This is actually a course that I actually taught in church. Help my fellow man get on the right path to financial stability and getting out of debt. Now, of course, I'm not completely in the camp of completely debt-free as far as no credit, but definitely this has merit, and the principles need to be taught. This is a signed copy because I actually met Dave Ramsey when he came to San Antonio on one of his tours. radio station that I was co-hosting at actually put on his event here in San Antonio, and so actually, business partner, co-host, got to go in and have a private little meeting with him real quick. So, another John C. Maxwell, 21 Ways to Win with People. Another really good book. Yeah, that was unsigned. I know I have some signed copies someplace. Something everybody should know is what their strengths are. Strength Finder 2.0 by Tom Rath. Good book. Something all entrepreneurs should understand. Financial Statements. In this book, second edition by S.B. Charles and can't pronounce that. Sorry. Self-explanatory. Oh, here's another one. Accounting and Finance for Small Business Made Easy. Basically, if you're an entrepreneur, you really should understand your finances in your business. Okay. How to Raise Capital. This one is Techniques and Strategies for Financing and Running Your Small Business to Raise Capital. This one's by Jeffrey Thomas. And you can read it. Okay. As my daughter comes over to see what I'm doing, so you might hear her. Here's a book. I don't know where I picked this one up, but Maximum Marketing, Minimum Dollars. I'm always looking for things that I can get some tidbits out of and help guide some clients through. Here's a book that I actually teach entrepreneurship out of. It's really good. This one is The 6-Week Startup by Rhonda Abrams. And if you go to theplanningshop.com, you pick up a lot of these books. Like I said, this is one that I actually teach out of. I actually have some notes in here. Here, I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm working on. Excuse me, honey, I'm talking. What I'm working on. Okay, this is part of my pre-launch to taking your ideas into profit. And so this is idea to launch. And here's a quick look at my draft. So, if you didn't get it, you can sign up. There's my cheap plug. Okay, The Successful Business Plan, Strategies, Secrets and Strategies. Same company, same author. Okay. This is actually the binder edition. It's another book that I teach out of. So, and of course, these are not in order. I just grabbed some books that my wife and I are going through, and this is my wife and I's Bible. Hers and mine. Self-explanatory. Now, this might be an odd business book, right? It's one of my old military manuals that I used to use. Scout platoon. I used to be a reconnaissance specialist. I was a scout in the military. And I just read through it. I love tactics, and there's a lot of tactics and strategies in business. And so this just kind of helps me in that way. So just using some of my previous experiences. Going on, this book has gotten a lot of use. The Magic of Thinking Big. This is one of my first entrepreneurial books that I've ever read. And really good book. If you want to pick it up, The Magic of Thinking Big. Do a lot of videos. I'm shooting this on my cell phone, so this isn't a video I'm using, or this isn't the camera I'm using to shoot this video, but this is one of the books I use to help make sure I'm get my camera settings right. And here's the techie in me again. WordPress all-in-one for dummies, 8-in-1 books. If you're using WordPress, good reference book. Yeah. It's a lot of good stuff. My daughter. Now, here's a good book. My wife is reading Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. If you don't know who she is, she actually used to work for Google and now is over at Facebook. Basically, the woman work and will lean in. So, this is a really good book if you're trying to start a business and or just even in your professional life. I'd recommend that book. I haven't read it. My wife says it's really good. So, okay. Recently, we went to a book signing with this author, John Akoff, And punch fear in the face. Escape average, do the work that matters, and start. I actually had this, I made a whole banner on my fan page, and this is a really, really good book. If you're stuck, read this book.
Yeah.
What, daughter? And, here we are, another financing the small business. Raise money for your business and your strategy growth, okay?
Yeah.
And this is a Streetwise book. So these are a lot of these I reference. I've read through them a couple times. I referenced them. I've had some of these books for years. And let me come back over here. So those are the books I read, and I don't know, share with me some of the books that you're reading and why you read those and how they work for you. Hopefully you've seen some books here that might help you. And my daughter will want to get into the video. She loves video. So anyway, thanks for listening to me rant, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. See you on the other side.